Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in to KRM News Extra. I'm Jason Salas. We will find out more tonight, our continuing coverage of Children's Mental Health Awareness Month. And later, the National Association of Letter Carriers have a food drive going on. But first, we want to tell you about St. John's School inviting you to check out their latest theatrical production, The Last Dance.
Hello today, welcome back to News Extra. We're changing the scenery a little bit, and we're here at St. John's School, and I'm sitting here with Ms. Karen Flores, who's going to tell us about the upcoming show. So tell us about The Last Dance.
Well, The Last Dance, which starts this week, May 9th and 10th, Friday and Saturday, is a show that I wrote, and I wrote it kind of a goodbye kind of. So it's actually the last dance for a few of my seniors that are in my class. And so the show basically starts in the disco era, so 1977, 1978. So there's a lot of fun music, there's a lot of dancing, and there's a little bit of murder in it as well. So it's an audience participation murder mystery. So the audience does get involved, and the setting is in the St. Sebastian School, and it's the annual spring fling. And so when the audience comes in, they come into what we call the parish hall, which will hopefully not look like the parish hall. It looks like the parish hall now, but it won't, hopefully. And it'll look like a nightclub. And so there'll be couches, there'll be seating couches, and there'll be cafe tables and the such. But the whole idea is that you come in and that you feel like you're actually in a disco.
Okay, tell me more about some of the characters you've casted.
Okay, so the characters, so we start out with the head of the PTA, which is Miss Coco Ho, and she's kind of a little insecure, but you know she's on the job, and then we have the Master of Ceremonies, which is Mr. Tito San Diego. So he's kind of he's your designer, sort of jack of all trades sort of guy. We've got Preston Mathers, who has just flown in from Thailand, who's going to be designing the latest chapeaus, and then when things go a little bit awry, we've got Sergeant Joey Peoples, and Joey is in a group of detectives. So we have Detective Patchy Nitz, who kind of runs the operation, and Sergeant Casper Alexander, and Officer Telly Knotts. So these are kind of our agent at arms, I want to say, that uncover or try to uncover who the murderer is.
And so is this a show for all ages?
Well, the show is very fun. The show is not an intellectual show. So even if you brought, I think, like a 6 or 7 year old, they're going to be able to understand it. And I think that they would like it. So like I said, there's a lot of dancing, there's a lot of singing. There's no, even though people do get murdered along the way, there's no blood, there's no guts, it's not anything like that. It's just really fun, and it's kind of stupid fun. That's what we kind of call it, stupid fun, if that makes sense.
Okay, tell me about ticket prices.
Okay, ticket prices, $10 for adults, and then $5 for 10 years and younger. So $5, 10 years and younger, and then $10 for adults.
So tell me a little bit more about you as the writer of The Last Dance. Maybe shows before this?
Well, usually every year I try to write at least something. And there's a few reasons why I do that. One is I love writing. The second reason why is because I usually have a fairly large class. So my class this year was about 33, 34 students. It's really hard to find shows that get all the students involved and give all the students a chance to really perform. And so the reason why this show works is because there's a lot of talented students in St. John's, not just acting-wise, but there's a lot of students that play piano, they sing, and or they play violin, and they're not really showcased, and for one reason or another. And so this show actually showcases a lot of student talents that normally nobody would know that they even do. And that's really why I try to write these, because it gives everybody a chance, and I think that everybody should have a chance whenever you're doing a production like this.
And tell me how long we've been preparing for the show.
I've been preparing for this show probably since the beginning of February. That's not really long. Usually people kind of prepare a little bit longer, but Usually, it takes me about 3 or 4 months, but we started February. I just really decided to write it in January, so that's not bad.
And back to what inspired the show.
Well, I have wanted to do a disco air for a really long time.
Who doesn't love the disco?
I think disco's fun, and I think the music is fun. I think it's upbeat, and so we've got everything. The costumes are fantastic. I've got platform shoes that have goldfish in them. I have leopard platform shoes. We have go-go boots. We have the gold lame costumes, the silvers. The costumes are pretty far out.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I think the one thing about the show that people can expect is that my shows are usually very fast-paced, so not longer than an hour and a half. And I think when people come in, they're really going to be entertained.
Okay, so let's wrap it up. Again, tickets, where can they be bought, and showtime?
So The Last Dance, May 9th and 10th, 7:30 p.m. here at St. John's School, the Parish Hall. If you call me, 488-6899, Karen Flores. I do answer my phone, or you can leave a message. If you want to reserve a table, we can certainly do that for you. All you have to do is give me a call and let me know. So $10 for adults, $5 for students 10 years of age and younger.
Thanks so much.
Thank
Thanks so much
you.
for having us here at St. John's. More when News Extra returns.